Welcome back, everybody. This is David Brooksfam, and today I'm going to be reviewing 76995, which is Shadow's Escape, and contains 196 and retails for $20. But fortunately for me, I picked this up for $15 at Walmart. So if you haven't picked this up because of the count piece, which is 196 pieces, I mean, it's a little overpriced, but check your Walmart because they are in discount. At least in my Walmart, it's for 15 bucks, and that's actually a pretty good deal in my opinion. But enough of me chit-chatting, and we're gonna start with the build. The first build or minifigure, you want to call it, name build, is a Rhinobot. And of course, in the picture, in the box picture, this is supposed to be the way around, and I kind of took the piece apart. And of course, there is a little gap for this little white chicken, which I do not know what is this called. If you do know what this is called, please leave them in the comments below. But in the box art, it's supposed to be like this. But if you want to store some of your piece without any of your piece, and for an example like this white chicken, if you don't want that to fall, you can always take this out and put it the other way out, so you can put it and flap in there, which actually fits perfectly, so any of your piece won't fall out. And of course, this piece looks amazing. These are printed pieces. You get 2 of them. And of course, this is a Rhinobot, so of course it does look like a rhino with these 2 horns right there. No wheels. I thought it had some wheels. I looked closely at the box art and it had no wheels, but it is perfectly fine. It's a simple build, nothing really major exciting, but that will conclude with this Rhinobot. Alright, the next one is a prison cell, and of course it is basic, of course. And then let's take a look at the back. At the back, there's this little mechanism for, of course, Shadow bike. He can pass by, and this flips. This also goes up and down, of course, and it goes side to side. And there is a play feature to it, which I am going to show you in a bit. But of course, this is, of course, Eggman, because Eggman captured Shadow, or I don't know, he was working on this project Shadow, I have no idea. And of course, every time you see a yellow and black tile piece, you know that there's going to be some sort of play mechanism. And of course, when you press on this whole entire glass will break. Boom. And of course, you can't fit Shadow in there. There is 2 studs right there in the middle, and it does fit perfectly fine in there. And then with the play feature, it does explode. You can use your imagination and explode. And of course, there is a printed piece inside. I don't know if you can see, it's Shadow, and of course they are working on this experiment. Shadow is technically not a true hedgehog, if I remember correctly. And of course, there is some stairs leading up and down, but of course, he can just roll out and use his supersonic ball, or whatever you want to call that. But that will conclude with this build. There's really nothing much to it. Our last build is Shadow Motorcycle, and this does look so awesome. You do get some printed Nexonite piece that are identical to the same side, and of course you do get Shadow logo. The only nitpick I have, this is the correct way to show his logo, but the other side is a little backward, which I am a little, they could have made a new print for that facing the other way. But I mean, it's nothing really big. But of course, this is a motorcycle. I do have a little minor problem, because when you do put Shadow in there, there is 2 studs right there, and when you put it right there, I mean, you can try, but this handle piece won't let him. It will make him fall out, because if you try to lean him closer, it'll make Shadow fall off. I don't know if you have that same problem. You could tell that it's not all the way pressed down, because I tried to press him down, but this is really making it hard for Shadow to sit him correctly. Right now he is sitting down perfectly, but if I do lean him a little closer, well, you can see that this little gap. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you had that same problem, but I have. I mean, it's not really major, but I mean, if you want to switch him around, he will fall off. But of course, this is, you know, an ordinary bike. you do get some cushion right here, more cushion right there, and his headlights right there. And if you want to look on the bottom, nothing much. Do I really care about this? Not really, but I bet there are some people who does. But other than that, that will conclude with the bike. Well, of course, we are going to the minifigures, and of course, there is only one minifigure, and this is exclusive. And of course, we do get another one, another Shadow, but technically those two are exclusive because of the facial expression. I mean, the torso and the legs are not, but they are awesome. They're still incredible with those dual molded legs around his, legs. And then of course he gets more printing on those legs, and his arms are, well, his arm has arm printing, and then he has his fur. Like I said, the only exclusive is his facial expression, but the mold is not exclusive, but there is some good printing on that, on the back of his hair, which looks awesome. And he does get more printing on the back of his torso. I mean, it's an incredible minifigure. I mean, who doesn't like Shadow? Shadow is like one of the most popular hedgehog out there. Fake hedgehog, if you know what I mean. So what are your thoughts on this small set? I mean, it was a quick review because it is small. But like I said, make sure if you still haven't picked it up, because it was a little pricey for $20 for only 196 pieces. If you do want to pick it up, make sure to visit your local Walmart or any retail stores that do sell them, because I did pick this up for $15. But for $15, this is an amazing deal, especially for this exclusive minifigure because of that facial expression. But other than that, what are your thoughts on this set? Please leave them in the comments below, and subscribe if you want me to review more sets.